Hey Facebook, welcome to Hashtag256. I'm your host Adam, and in today's episode, we interview the gorgeous Ashley Heinz.
Hey y'all, how are y'all today?
Welcome to the show, Ashley.
Thank you.
Great to have you on, and let's just jump right into the whole thing.
Okay.
So are you from Huntsville? How'd you end up here?
So I'm actually born and raised Huntsville Hospital baby, and family was from Arab and then up north, and we just kind of met here in the middle.
Very cool. So
Yeah.
how did you get into what you're doing?
Originally, I was always medical. I worked at a pharmacy in high school, went to South Alabama, which is a huge medical school, and halfway through, I realized I did not want to be in med school. So I started looking around for things, and my mom was like, well, you know, you've always helped me with QuickBooks. You've always done a lot with the business. Why don't you work here this summer instead of trying to find another job? See what you think, see what you like, if you're interested in it. And ever since then, it's just been accounting. So
I like it. Cool. A really simple, easy story. How is it working with your mother?
It is honestly...
I sense some hesitation there, so you
No,
can be honest here. You can be honest. She will see it, but you can be honest.
No, honestly, I really enjoy it. It's a great thing to have someone who's been in the industry for 32 years who can be open and honest with me and tell me what I could do to improve my skills, what I need to go do to really further my education, further my company, because it's eventually going to be mine. And that's the whole thing of her and I working together, is her plan is to slowly pull out of everything. So
oh, wow. Awesome.
Yeah,
that's what I like working with Lucas, you know, him having like 32 years in the business.
It's nice to have a leader.
Right. It really is. Yeah.
Guide you and mold you, you
Absolutely. So when you deal with a lot of businesses, what are some of the most fun and interesting businesses that you do the books for, and what are some of the more just boring, mundane ones?
So I wouldn't say anyone's necessarily boring, because we also help with business advice and try and help guide our clients, and every business owner is different. And the one thing I can say is no one really knows what they're doing. And I would say the same thing about my business. We're all just guessing, hoping that we make the right decision, that we invest our time and our energy into the correct thing. And I would definitely say my heart really goes to nonprofits. I love working with nonprofits. I love constantly having to make sure everything's updated. It's so much more detailed than a regular company, and probably the medical ones that I actually have, my doctors that I have as clients, they're some of my favorite clients. They're interesting and they keep me on my toes.
Right, for sure. They probably have some weird stories for you every time they come in. Yeah.
Yes, there's definitely been interesting stories.
You're really in the nitty-gritty of the growth of Huntsville and all the businesses of Huntsville. What is the biggest sector that you see growing in Huntsville?
I would definitely say I see a lot of small business growth, and I'm so happy for that. I'm seeing so many contractors be like, I think I can do this. And, I've watched them grow in the last 5 years, and their business has taken off because, they've been in the field, they've done that work. And I would definitely say I'm just so happy that the small business is growing, because I have a heart for small business. I grew up with my whole family owning small businesses. My mom does, my brother does, half my family's own small businesses. My grandfather was the first person to own a barbershop in Arab. So
wow.
It's near and dear to my heart and in my family's history.
For sure. So are you talking like small businesses growing, or just the number of small businesses is growing, or both?
Both. I definitely see our generation bringing the mom and pops back and really cycling through that. Toys R Us is a great example. Who would have thought that they ever filed for bankruptcy?
Right.
But, the mom and pop store in the mall and in downtown Huntsville is doing so much better than Toys R Us was doing. And, I love seeing that our generation's bringing that feature back because of what it does for families. And I love seeing the small businesses happen, and then I love seeing their growth, and I love seeing someone succeed and their dream come true.
So as a young person, as a millennial, whatever end of the spectrum we're on as far as that, I don't really know how that works.
Yeah.
we kind of, grew up young adults, teenage years. Huntsville really wasn't a hangout kind of place. So, what, as far as entertainment, do you see that you like, that you see coming into Huntsville?
Personally, there was nothing to do, and especially I grew up in Hampton Cove, so there was really nothing because you had to drive over the mountain, and to get your parents to do that did not exist. Roller coasters, skating rink was my life until I was 16, and then we didn't have Topgolf, we didn't have X Golf, we didn't have anything really. We just had a mall in Bridge Street, and you're not allowed to be on Bridge Street like past a certain time. So you were just like hanging out in your parents' backyard trying to have fun. And I think that that's something that Huntsville just has such a great thing going on right now, because it's always been a family town. It's always been a great place to raise your kids, but there's that awkward age between 16 and 21 where you're so limited, and especially this being a college town. It is, though. Everyone forgets that. Yeah. We have UAH here. We have Calhoun here. And we have...
I didn't really even think about that. But
we are a college town. Yeah. We have 2 colleges here.
That's
and
awesome. That's crazy.
There's not much to do until you hit that age where you can go to Campus 805.
Right, yeah, Campus
803.
805, yeah.
Campus 805. And, there's curfews set on the places to where you can go. So it's... I think... creating X Golf and Top Golf and all the other different things that are coming to Huntsville, and Dave & Buster's, that is so exciting.
Right.
I just think that that's probably the best thing, being someone who's grown up here and raised, seeing that come. And I never planned on staying here and raising my family, and now I consider it. I have the business, and now I know my 16-year-old kids can have something to do.
Right, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah,
it's great to have, because you get to a certain age where, being a 18-year-old going into Chuck E. Cheese is just kind of creepy. So Dave & Buster, that kind of adult Chuck E. Cheese is fabulous. I like it. So we've had a really good conversation. What is one question that you want to ask our audience through the camera lens?
So Huntsville, what are you not getting from your current accountant that maybe I could provide for you?
Boom. Short, sweet, to the point. I love it. Comment below your answer to the question. And until next week, that has been Hashtag256 with Hashtag Ashley Heinz. Hashtag it's been awesome having you on.
Thank you.
And we will see you next time.
Sounds great.
Catch up with her at...
Was that a lot?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to step on you there.
No, was that a lot?
My
no, that was
stupid
great.
joke.
No, that was fine. No, I liked it. I was trying to think of other stupid ketchup jokes, I don't know. I was like,
catch up with me.
So, I was like, it's like, you can catch up with her at, and I was like, never mind. Listen, and then I was like, thank you for interrupting me. Yeah. Boom. That's a great question. Woo, that was terrible. So you run a successful accounting business here in town, and you said you like working with small businesses, and I need some help with my taxes.
Is that a question?
Well, I don't know. I was just kind of thinking you could hook a brother up.
Ooh, I did say I love working with nonprofits, but I don't think I can do that.
What's the next question?